A lot of crazy stuff happened in this episode. For one, Mr. Zero was on the phone with Sanji, who, of course, isn't a target of the Baroque works, and he doesn't even recognize the fact that it's not Mr. Three's voice that he's talking to. So maybe that goes to show how little Crocodile actually cares about the people that work at the Baroque works, that he doesn't even recognize their voices. Crocodile tells Sanji that they need to head to Alabasta now, Mr. Zero and Miss Golden Week, as the most important operation is about to begin. And of course, Sanji recognizes Mr. Zero, the name, from Nami, knowing that he's one of the 7 warlords of the sea. So it's really interesting and tense seeing this sort of dynamic. Sanji, of course, knows how potentially dangerous this man is, being one of the 7 warlords of the sea and the leader of the Baroque works. And he does a really good job of sort of getting some information out of Crocodile without actually getting caught. Because Mr. Zero, Crocodile, sends the unluckies to Sanji, or Mr. Three, as he thinks, in order to give them the eternal log post at Alabasta and to confirm that the mission has been complete. And of course, the unlucky see that it's Sanji and attack him. And Sanji snaps the bird's neck. It's actually quite brutal. Like, I don't know. That was one of the most brutal things I've seen in One Piece so far. But regardless, Sanji managed to get the eternal log pose out of this and learn that there's this grand plan that's about to happen in Alabasta with Crocodile. So Sanji getting that information is huge. But this is the first time we've seen Crocodile actually speaking, and the dude is very intense. He's the sort of person that, you know, you just don't want to piss off. As soon as he thought that Sanji, or Mr. Three as he thinks, is lying to him about the fact that the mission has been complete, the way his tone just shifts. It's just like, you think at any moment, if you upset this guy or you don't do what he tells you to do, he could kill you at an instant. Like, the guy seemingly has no sort of empathy or anything or sympathy for the people that work for him. He's a tyrant for sure, and he's very, very intense. But once he hangs up the phone, he's speaking to Miss All Sunday, and he says to tell Mr. Two to kill Mr. Three before he gets to Alabasta, because he has no use for him anymore. So, you know, the Straw Hats are going to be heading towards Alabasta thinking it's all sweet, and then, you know, Mr. Two's going to show up, you know, trying to kill him. So it's not going to be such smooth sailing. But seeing Crocodile for the first time, the dude's scary. He's definitely a big threat, and I'm excited for, you know, one day to actually get to see him and see what he looks like and see what sort of person he really is, because the dude's intense for sure. I mean, he's the leader of the Baroque work, so I expect nothing less, really. Dory finally wakes up after Broggy sheds a bunch of tears, and it's really nice seeing these two reunite because they're clearly very good friends. They care about each other a lot, even though they've been in this 100-year battle with each other. It's obviously just been about their pride. The treasure of Elbaf is pride, and these two have been doing that for the past 100 years. It's almost more of a sign of respect than hatred in their sort of culture, in their world. So seeing Dory actually wake up after all of this, I thought was really nice. And maybe they can continue their fighting if they want to. We'll have to see. But it was really nice after all of this, seeing Dory and Broggy sit with the Straw Hats and sort of just laughing and eating and all that sort of stuff, and just reminiscing on everything that's happened after everything they've been through, sort of thing. It was just it was a nice, heartwarming moment for sure. But Sanji shows up finally with the eternal log post towards Alabasta, so the Straw Hats and Vivi and Karoo and everybody can actually leave. However, there's something called the Island Eater, which prevents people from leaving Little Garden when they want to. So Dory and Broggy decide to put their 100-year fight on hold, or conclude it basically, and they have a conversation of if they've had any regrets over the last 100 years with their weapons. And that goes to show me that when they do this attack versus the Island Eater, in order to let these lot past, that their weapons will potentially break, because they're talking about their weapons and if they have any regrets and all that sort of stuff. So I think the 100-year fight is about to finish. Maybe they'll return to Elbaf. But I really hope this isn't the last we see of Broggy and Dory, even if this is the end of their fighting, because I want to see Elbaf. Usopp wants to go there as well. He said how he wants to go to Elbaf one day, as he's clearly inspired by these two brave warriors of the sea, because I bet there's a lot of really cool characters and stories that can be told on Elbaf. I want to learn more about the culture, the god of Elbaf, more about Broggy and Dory in general. I think there's a lot of potential there. But after Broggy and Dory do their giant attack, they completely burst a hole through the Island Eater and let Luffy and the Straw Hats continue forward. And funny enough, Usopp recognized the Island Eater, so I'm sure we're going to get more context about that thing, because I think that could be very interesting as well. Like, what islands has he eaten? What islands has he created? I think there's going to be a lot more with him as well, with this giant goldfish thingy. Overall, Little Garden I thought was amazing. The story of Elbaf and Dory and Broggy has been fantastic. I really enjoyed the fight with the Baroque works on this island, and I'm super excited to head towards Alabasta and see what the hell Crocodile's planning. But overall, this was fantastic, and I can't wait to watch more. So let's carry it on.